Okay, it's day 2 of my trip to Cerrigllwydion. It is 20 to 8 and I'm heading now off up to a couple of high level Llyns. Quite a strong wind today. I'm not sure if this is the wisest trip I'm planning, but we'll see how we get on. It's about a 4-mile walk in. There's going to be showers today, so I'm ready to get wet. But yeah, that's 20 to 8 and let's see how we get on. It'd be nice just to get up there, explore the lakes, get a few fish. So yesterday I used the Vision 9'6" weight, which is quite a strong rod. Today I'm using my old Witchwood 10'7" weight, but it's a bit of a softer action rod, and I think from what I've seen you don't need to cast so far, so I'm hoping that that'll make it a little bit easier for me, or make it easier to stay connected with the fish, but time will tell. Anyway, the last thing you probably want to hear is me gasping as I'm walking along this track. I understand it gets quite boggy in places, so it'll be fun, but hopefully I'll see you again in an hour and a half. So just strolling up, I thought I'll just stop for a moment. Let's have a look at the map. So it looks like this reservoir down here is Cerrigllwydion, which you can fish. It takes you all the way down through the other reservoirs down to Elenydd. What an amazing place. Here I am, totally alone. Wonderful. So, although it's only a fishing trip, we are going up into the hills. So I've packed accordingly, map and compass obviously, full set of waterproofs, head torch, first aid kit, emergency bivvy, food, water, because you never know. I've got some emergency gear as well, extra fleece to chuck on, my woolly hat. The only thing I haven't done, which I'm really kicking myself about, is bring a pair of gloves. I've got one glove that I found in the bottom of my gear bag, so that's so you had a card for that. These views are incredible. Last time I was up here, I think it was 2005, when I took part in a 2-day mountain marathon. It was all over the tops of these hills. So featureless in places. Anyway, as I walk along, panting and gasping, I'll say farewell and catch up with you in a moment. Okay, so we're doing about a quarter of the way there, looking down on the reservoir, but also looking at this little lot just about to come over the top of the hill. The rain's just about started, so we'll see what happens there. Anyway, catch you later. Just trolling along nicely here. We've got past the very boggy bit. They've actually closed the track to horse riders, invalid carriages and quad bikes, that sort of thing. It was pretty boggy up there, I have to say. But I think, if I've read the map correctly, which is not always a guaranteed certainty, I'm aiming for those two little peaks just up there. So the rain that cloud was promising didn't really result to end up being much at all. Let's just stroll around this. That's probably all the detours you have to make just to get around the really boggy parts. And looking at the cloud, he says optimistically, doesn't look as though we're going to have any rain for a while. Why did I say that? No doubt I've just cursed myself. Anyway, it's an easy path, can't miss it. So I'm hoping the next stop will be by a small building which sits just above, I think, the lower lake, or above the two. I don't know why it's there, maybe something to do with the reservoirs below, who knows. But anyway, I shall sign off now and see you again in a little while. I'm through some horrible bits of bog coming back along there, but look at this view. I feel as much like I did on Highland yesterday. Reminds me a bit of the Howgills, although not quite as steep. But it's just so wild and desolate. I'm on my own today. There's some weather coming in over there. But we were promised showers today, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, catch you again in a moment. Okay, here we are. It's the building shown on the map. And yes, the two lakes are down in these valleys. Looks like there's been either a wildfire or a controlled burn along here, I guess partly to rejuvenate everything. Hey, and here we are. This is the lower lake, and then the other one, I think, is just further up there. Yep. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to get geared up here. There we go. Oh, right, lots of stuff to take off now. Okay, so I put on the same clothes as yesterday. Green and yellow seem to see if we can't do something here. This is going to be challenging, to say the least. I like to think as we get lower, the breeze just becomes a little bit more controllable. It's going to be dripping nose time today. Got to watch out for twisted ankles when I go across this stuff. Going to wander down to the far end. Now, this is a shoreline that I believe deserves some respect. A lot of peat involved, and where the peat's been eroded over time, you can tread onto the bank thinking, that's okay. Then suddenly you're head over heels into some water. Da, da, da. This requires some care. There's a really great video on YouTube. I think Fly Fishing Wales, I think is the account or the page. So guys come up here and fish these lakes. And in both cases, the fish are not really that far out from the bank, which is just as well really, given the weather. Okay. Apparently you don't need to be too far out. So I'm just going to spend some time around here maybe, and let's just see what happens, shall we? Okay. That's it. This is amazing. So may well. I need to be further down there. Do fish follow food? So I've started on the floating line, floating leader, but I may put an intermediate on. I think maybe the fish are a little bit further down. I know it's step and cast, but again I'm just getting used to things at the moment. This is actually quite a sheltered little bay here. See, do I need to go darker? Look at that. I don't know if you're catching that. Wow. Maybe just thinking that guy'll be my dinner soon. I wonder whether it might be a bit more sheltered around there. At the moment. Hey, let's just step back a little bit around to here. Ta-da. Oh, hello. Yes. on the point fly. That is a nice sized fish. Yes! Oh wow. Okay. Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. Just want to take this out. Come on, Rob, for God's sake. Oh, come on. I'm back in the water. I think I'm losing my... Calm it down. That's it. Where was it? He's taking this down so well into his gob. Stuck in his tongue. It's supposed to be a barbless as well. That's it. Okay, just let me recover. But that is a bar of pure Welsh gold. Look at that. Here we go. What a way to start. What's that, £1/2 pound? Oh, look. He hammered that. He definitely wanted that fish. Fish definitely wanted that fly. Okay. So all fleece are on. Extra fleece on, so I've now got 2 fleeces on. Which gives an indication of how actually cold it is. I'm wondering whether to go over that side. It does look so here, and then we'll move. But if that's the quality of fish you can get in this lake, wow, that's all I can say. Oh. Only a little one. That's interesting, that one came up after, to take it up off the top. You can see it was only a little one. But hey, you know, it's all good fun. hoping round this corner it's going to be something. So at the moment it seems to be what I've caught so far today and hooked into. I seem to come round here, far from getting easy, it's got worse. I need to be out further. Cold. Oh, come on. So there's the wind, you can see the wind lanes down there, so in theory there should be, I suppose some fish should be. Okay. That looks like a size one. Concentrate on the fish. Come on, you bugger. Yes. Another nice one. And on that green fly. Should come up quite easy. That's it. There we go, look at you, off you go. second lake, which is just as exposed as the first, and although it's called the upper, it's actually lower than the others, because I think the river from the upper one, or the lower one, flows into it. But anyway, very similar in the way that the rock shells down there. Oh. Da 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 da. Okay. No, you're not allowed to jump. No jumping. Okay? No jumping. Ah. Ah. Those little ones do like to jump, so it's just oh, this wind. Why do they have to jump? That's what I want to know. Man, oh man. Somebody just snatched at that. No jumping. Please no jumping. Please no jumping. Good. There we are. It's only a baby, but hey, they all count, right? Look how beautiful that is. Here you go. Whoop. So they seem to be just out on that edge. Well, I'm calling it an edge. It's hey, that's jolly nice, isn't it? Anyway, they all count. There you go. Oh, did you miss it? Yeah, you missed it. I think they're little baby ones, but I don't mind a few of those, why wouldn't I? Okay, so it's a nice little scramble up the slabs behind the lake, and now I'm just wandering along this top, and the idea is to head down try this path. I think this wind is up on the top here anyway. It's gusting 40-50 miles an hour easily. So I think what I'm going to do is sort myself out, sort my kits out, and then I think we'll do that. Could have been longer, but can't help the weather. There you go. We do that all the time. Sorry birdie, I'm not off to your nest.